Thanks for joining me post-match on the 6th of January 2025, where it finished at Molineux, Wolves 0, Nottingham Forest 3. And it's the first time that we've failed to score in a home game at Molineux this season. Also, it's our youngest team of the season, youngest starting 11 with the average age of 25. And from the last match out, which was away at Tottenham, there were 5 changes. But to be fair, this is Vitor Pereira. It's his 4th game, and of his previous 3 games, they've been tough, and a lot of the fans hadn't predicted that we'd get 7 points. Most were predicting, being optimistic, that we would have got 3 or 4, because possibly the Leicester one, they would have been right up for it, because they're battling for us for survival, and they were at home. They would have definitely fancied that one. And then at home to Man United, they would have been favourites, even though they're struggling this season. Multi-million pound squad, just recruited Amorim and Ruben Amorim. And then away at Tottenham, it's always tough going away in the Premier and London. Even though we did the double against Tottenham last season, it would have been tough to predict that one. But credit to Pereira that he's managed to get us 7 points out of the first 3 games. But today, against the team which is joint second, it's with our former manager Nuno, he really would have enjoyed that one, and he would have said, "Take that one, take that, Fosun, take that, Jeff Sheik." But to the starting lineup, it was 5 changes, some of them enforced. I believe that Semedo he's got a hamstring injury, so he wasn't even in the squad. Dawson wasn't even in the squad. Cunha was suspended, so that's an enforced change. And Andre was he'd just gone back to Brazil to see the birth of his first child. And Guedes and Larson came in to the starting 11. But after 6 minutes, it was the inevitable Morgan Gibbs-White goal. He was getting booed from the crowd, and but it was an avoidable goal, because he was given the freedom of Molineux. There was a simple pass out to him, took it from his own half, ran unchallenged up to our box, played a 1-2, I think it was with Elanga, and then side-footed it in. The deflection came off Bueno, and it possibly took that away from the keeper. But we were exposed because we got no pace. We didn't shut him down and play as good as Gibbs-White. We should know all about him, because he's come from our books, and I'm sure we've got our analysts, and I'm sure that they would have looked at all Forest games so far this season. And he's a dangerous player, and yet still he had the total freedom of Molineux. He ran 1-2, pretty much picked his spot, and it was a bitter pill, because you could see him going up to the crowd and, where's your booing now? That was the perfect riposte to that. He's too good, the player, to boo. But it was, so you could just see it coming before the game. We feared it, and our worst fears, were realised. But the difference between the 2 teams, it was the finishing, because we had a lot of chances. In the 13th minute, Wang, he had a good run straight through their defence. He cut back, right foot shot, and it fell to Strand Larsen, and he didn't make a proper contact with it. But really, he should have put that one away. And I say that's the difference. And Rodrigo Gomez, he had a volley about a minute later where he chested it down and smashed it, but it was too close to the keeper, and the keeper palmed it away. We had a penalty appeal against Forest in the 16th minute, but VAR deemed it it was ball against arm. And again in the 24th minute, Wang, he had a left foot shot, but he sliced it, he hacked it, he sliced it wide. 28 minutes, there was a beautiful cross by Rodrigo Gomez after a João Gomez through ball right onto Larsson's head. The keeper saved it with a point blank save, just reflexes, but a yard either side and the goalkeeper would have had no chance. As I said, we paid heavily for missing chances like that. We could have conceded a penalty just after that. VAR, what's his name? Ryan Aitnori, the ball hit his arm, and we were, according to the write-up by Don Goodman, we were fortunate to get away with that one because there was one given to Liverpool against Man United a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? And thankfully we got away with that one. And just before the half time, 43 minutes, again it was just a long punt by the goalie, Route 1 football, and Hudson Odoi, he just outpaced Doc. We were just exposed. Our defence hasn't got any wheels, so he just simply outran him as you do when you're playing at school. You know, you're faster than somebody, so you just push the ball and run. And he cut back. Chris Woods, again, inevitable. He always scores against us. 13 games against us, and that was his 8th goal. It just had to happen. Chris Woods always scores against Molineux. A friend of mine, Dominda, he said that Chris Woods will score because we haven't got the height in defence. But ironically, it wasn't the height. It was a simple tap-in. And even though Bueno and the defender was in the box, he's just too good to leave unmarked, and especially with his record against us. And in the first half, ironically, we had 54 to 46% possession, but possessions mean nothing if you do nothing with it. But Doyle was booked late on in the first half, and of our team, you know, all the subs came on. There was Sarabia and Forbes came on, Wang and Guedes went off. Yeah, all the substitution, all the chances what we made, we could be playing till midnight and we just weren't going to score. You could say that we missed Mateus Cunha, and we didn't really create many chances in the second half. Larsson had a shot after a good run by Gonzalo Guedes, but the keeper made a diving save. Bellegarde had a shot deflected for a corner, and in the end we had 60% possession to about 40. And when we were pushing right deep into injury time, their substitute Awoniyi, he again, it was a simple ball while we were committed upfield. They just a long punt forward. They outpaced our defence and rolled it across. Awoniyi will never have an easier chance to make it 3-0. Did it flatter them? Or whatever the case, well, it was 3-0. We had chances to get a draw, but we didn't take them. And that's the difference at this level. That's why Forest are where they are, and that's where we are where we are. We were exposed, lack of pace, lack of penetration. We missed Mateus Cunha, and there's talk that West Ham are interested in buying Hee-Chan Wang. But I know Hee-Chan Wang is going to take a lot of criticism for the fans. But can we sell him before we've got a replacement lined up? I know it's January, the transfer window open, the rumour mill in full swing. We're supposed to be signing Emmanuel Agbadou, who, yeah, I know that the songs are going to be like Agadou and so on. But I think that his signature from Reims is close to taking place. There's so many rumours linking us with this, that and the other players. Mario is supposed to be going to Al Shabaab in Saudi Arabia for 3 to 4 million, but his contract ends in the summer where he could walk for nothing. Is that the right decision? But we'll see. It depends on the recruitment. The window's open. Altfossen will back Vitor Pereira because they need to. It will be interesting to see the comings and goings in the next few days. But Saturday is the FA Cup game against Bristol City away. It will be interesting to see what kind of a lineup the manager picks. And the next 3 league games are away at Newcastle next Wednesday, which is the 15th, and then away at Chelsea. And after they did to us, the 6-2 at Molineux, will be needing to put things right, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. And then Arsenal at Molineux. But we're just outside the bottom 3 on goal difference. The goal difference took a hit tonight. We lost 3 goals, and we're only 1 goal better off than Ipswich, whereas we had 4 at the start of play. So the manager has had a reality check. He's under no illusions now what he faces to keep us in the division. We've got a tough run ahead, and it will be interesting to see what happens in the transfer window. So whatever happens, we'll keep supporting the Wolves, up the Wolves, and thanks for watching. Bye, and a shout out to Steve Edwards. Thanks, bye.